It was 11 at night. I was getting up to get a glass of water when I saw a figure move swiftly and quickly across the room. I gasped. "Who are you?" I said, as fast as I can. "I'm Jeff," he replied. "Go to sleep," he then said. "But I don't want to go to sleep. I'm not tired," I quickly said, as confident as possible. "Go to friggin' sleep," he said. "No," I said. He pushed me down. I felt hitting my head off my bed. He held a knife up to my neck. I yelped. No one heard me. I was scared. I never get scared. For the first time in a couple years. So I was pretty freaked out. I got really mad. I pushed him up. He landed falling onto a closet, hitting his head on the knob and falling down. "Ha, Happy. Get away from me," I remarked, as he started to get up from his injury. His back was bruised. I said, "What do you want from me?" As soon as he came up to me, he just said, "You need to go to sleep." I turned off the light. After a couple minutes, I saw his face. Jeffrey Rivers, he reminded me of. The kid who was burned in a fire, who was bullied, who went psycho. Black shoulder-length hair, pale face, smile carved to the top of his cheekbones, almost touching his ear. Freaky. But once I saw him, it couldn't stay in my mind. It was like he saw me. I'm like an average girl. Not pretty special in a way. I have long red hair. Well, I wish I had red hair. I have long blonde hair with red highlights at the bottom. Completed with black streaks. My hair was a bit more than shoulder length at least, so it didn't look like him. I had pale skin though. My eyes were hazel, blue, and a stormy gray. They glow like a cat's eyes at night. He walked out of the house saying, "I'll have a bit of fun with you later," and closed the door. The next night, I got up at 12 once again to see if he'd come back. He didn't. I got my glass of water. I went to sleep. The next day I had school, so I went to school. My friends were talking to me, and then I saw him. 5 blocks away. Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff, who held a knife to my neck. 5 blocks away from me. What's my luck? I walked towards him. He stopped and looked at me with a blank face. Like, so I said, why were you at my house the other night? She said, you weren't sleeping. I got really freaked out. I asked if he was Jeffrey Rivers. He looked down. His eyes started to water and he just walked away. Whing! The bell went. School was over. I drove home. Lena, said my mom, it's time for dinner. I buzzed out of my room to see we once again had steak for dinner. I was like, ooh, yay. And I sat down. After eating the steak, I went to the bathroom and just threw up. Threw up. I wasn't much of an eater, I guess. I went back to my room. I got my iPod and put it on shuffle. Guns N' Roses played a whole bunch of other songs that I loved and adored. I heard a knock at my window. Then it sucked open. Hello, I said. My room was pretty dark. It was about 7 at night in the winter, so you get it? It was really, really dark. I turned on my light to see Jeff again. Jeff? I said. Why are you here? I see you. Why? Why did you have to see me? Doesn't make sense. I remarked to him. He pulled my hand and jumped out the window, bringing me to the woods. Why are we at Black Hills Woods? Because I feel the surprise for you got me scared the living life out of you. Nina. How do you know my name? I have pretty good hearing, he said to me. He brought me to a little log cabin in the woods, sort of like the game in Slender Man. It looked exactly like that woods, and then all of a sudden I saw it. The most scariest sight ever. A man, 8 foot, no face, pale white, more white than death, wearing a tight tuxedo and tentacles falling out of his back. I paused for a minute and said, why are we here? Who's he? I breathed heavily. And then he came. Hi, I'm Slendy. And who's this? Jack, my new girlfriend. Like all the other girlfriends we had. Scarlet, Hope, Luna. Luna was never my girlfriend, he said to her. We were just 3 good friends and I killed her best friend. What? You killed her best friend? I said, with a bit of intense and scaredness in my voice. Inside the cabin, there's a little girl named Sally. She reminds me of the girl I read about. Who has a teddy who forces her to kill her family. A guy named Ben. Oh, he looks like the Link from Zelda. I love that game. And Nasty. It's hard to identify him. And Jack, he just wore like a blue mask and his eyes are black. And Jane. Jeff, I'm sorry about that. Jeff's arch enemy. He was inside. Hello? I said as I saw everyone. They all stared at me. I felt like I was in a room with monkeys that are like psychopaths that kill you to like good sight. And I'm like, hi? I guess, I walked. I slowly walked past them all. As the skin broke on my face, hi. I sat down beside them. Hi, I'm Ben. You are? I'm Lena. Sounded a lot like Luna. Jeff knew Luna. They were friends, and then what happened to Luna? I said swiftly. You don't want to know what happened to Luna. Luna was a good girl, though. I don't really want you to know anyways. I'm sorry, Lena, said Ben. Jack came over and said, oh, so you're Jeff's, like, third or fourth girlfriend of yours? Like, I'm not being Jeff at all. Chapter 2. I woke up in Jeff's room. He was beside me. I was only wearing a bra and underwear. My clothes were spread all over the floor, and the bed was messy. Yeah, I said as I woke up. I woke up Jeff. Said, do you have anything I could wear home? He gave me an oversized t-shirt and some shorts. Well, I decided not to wear that home, just to wear it around the house. I walked around. Slendy was making some breakfast. It didn't look too appealing. It was mostly like child soul topped off with an egg. I had the egg part. I felt bad for child soul. Jeff walked me home. An hour later, I felt like we've known each other forever. Like we've had a deep connection. To be continued.